Hello. Okay, so I haven't done a lip sense tutorial in quite a while, and I decided that I'm gonna go ahead and do that today. Sorry for the scratchy voice. I way overdid it yesterday, and I'm paying for it today. So I decided today that I am going to go ahead and do an instructional video on how to apply the lip sense, and I'm going to start with clean dry lips. So when you begin your application of lip sense, you want to start with clean dry lips. I just take a microfiber cloth and I clean off my lips really well, and I did this once, but I'm going to go ahead and do it now. I'm going to let those dry. And I got these Prism of Color colors, and I tried to show you guys these the other day in the study, and they didn't come out very good. I'm going to turn that overhead light off because it's giving a glare. So these Prism of Colors didn't show up really good on the screen. So I'm going to try this really purple color. It's kind of a, oh, it's showing up really good on the screen here in the bathroom. It didn't show up real well on the screen in the study. It actually looked kind of like a blue, and it didn't give a real good color. So this color is really showing up nicely on the screen. So hopefully it's coming up pretty for you guys also, but this really looks true to color on my screen. So this is a limited edition color. This is called Lilac Lacquer, and it is a cool matte color. And when you first start with your application of lip sense, you want to shake up your colors really well because there is SD40 alcohol along with the botanicals in the product. Now the SD40 alcohol, what the purpose of that in the product is number one, it helps to clean your tubes, to keep your product good and clean in your tubes, because once these are opened, they're good for up to 3 years in the tube. They're good to 7 years if they're unopened. So you want to make sure that your tube is nice and clean, and so that's what the SD40 is for one reason. And then the second reason also is to keep your lips clean with bacteria. And then the third reason is it's a carrier. It needs a mode to be able to blend up the product that's in the tube to be able to apply it to your lips, because this is a product that's very similar to hair dye, and it bonds to your lips. And in order for it to remain in the consistency that it needs to be, in order for it to bond to your lips, it has to have a carrier product to do that so that it doesn't get all sticky in the tube. And so as soon as that touches your lips, the alcohol does evaporate. Now if you're dehydrated, your lips might burn or tingle the first few times that you apply it. Make sure that you're properly hydrated, drink lots and lots of water, and you may not ever have that burn or tingle. However, you may experience that a first few times. So as you apply your gloss, that burning will go away. So after the first few times you use the product, if you're still getting that, you are dehydrated, and you want to make sure that you're drinking lots and lots of water. If you've never used the product also, you may go through some exfoliation. Your lips are used to traditional chapsticks and lipsticks and stuff like that. And so those things have product in it that traps water into your lips instead of allowing the water and the moisture to evaporate out. And you're used to licking your lips also. So you're going to find that when you start wearing this product that you have actually established a habit of licking your lips more than you think you have. And I don't know if anybody's on or if they're commenting, and for some reason with my mobile device I have a hard time seeing that, so if I don't respond to you, you know why. So I've shaken my tubes up really good, and so what I'm going to apply today is actually two cool colors. Normally I wear warm colors, so I'm not really entirely sure what these are going to look like on me, but I thought I would go with Lilac Lacquer and Fire and Ice as my top coat. Now, until I get this Lilac Lacquer on, I'm not sure if I'm going to go with one coat of the Lilac Lacquer or if I'm going to go with 2 coats, because I don't know how thin it is. Now, if you're a beginner when you're using lip sense, I don't personally normally recommend a matte color, only because some of our matte colors can be a little bit challenging to put on, like our First Love or Bravo in particular is really challenging to put on. Apple Cider, those are some harder colors to put on. But I have noticed some of our newer colors are actually pretty good, like Goddess and Sassy Z. Those are really easy to put on. So maybe if you were with something like that, that would be good. But some of our older our older production colors like Bravo, I'd probably have you stay away from that for first time applicators, just because they are so thin and they can streak. And unless you've got patience, you may want to stay away from mattes just to begin with until you've got a nice good technique down. And also I've learned over time that once you've got your technique down, if you put a matte color underneath a frost or a shimmer, you're going to get really great longevity out of your product. Now we do say you get anywhere between 4 and 18 hours out of the product, and that's because depending on the color that you use or your pH in your system or whether or not you have certain medical conditions, the product is going to stay on your lips either a shorter time or a longer time depending on all those factors. So you have to kind of take that into consideration. This is a long wearing lipstick, and the longer you wear our product without using other products, the longer it's going to work. So as you continue to use this product, if you're using it on a daily basis like I do, I can get up to 10 and 12, 13 plus hours now until I start biting at my lips at the end of the day. So those are just a couple of things. So the main important things are when you're applying this product that you go in one direction, you apply in thin, even coats, and you don't go back and forth. Don't touch your lips together and don't mush your lips together. It's not like a traditional lipstick because it's going to bond to your lips. It's not a lip stain. One of the great things about this is it's not gonna feather out, which is great for us when we get a little bit older because we start to get those lip lines. You're not going to have to worry about that with this product because it's not going to feather your lip line. Another great thing is you don't need an extra lip liner, which is what we used to use to prevent that feathering from happening. You can just take the, this is going to be runnier. You can just take the tip of your wand and outline your lips. And I'm going to show you how to do that because I like a nice tight clean line. So I'll show you how I do that. Also, it comes with the Oops remover, and you are going to want to use the Oops remover. You're going to want that because if you do make any mistakes, you're going to need this because it does dry so quickly on your skin, and you'll need that for touch-ups. And I'm going to give you a couple tips on the Oops remover also because I've learned a few things over the course. I've been wearing this almost for 2 years now, so I've learned some application techniques that help, and I can help you work through those processes as you go on with your usage of the product. And then another great thing about this particular product, because you apply it in 3 layers, you can apply up to 3 different colors and get all sorts of different combos. Now, there isn't a day anymore that I don't go without making a combo because I'm always layering my first or second layer with a matte. Some of these mattes, because they are so thin, I can put 2 coats of a matte on if I layer it thinly, and then 2 coats of a frost or a shimmer. So sometimes I am getting 4 coats on, which is probably why I'm getting a little bit extra good wear, especially on my waterline. And if you do want that waterline to stay good, also remember to make sure that that's nice and dry when you apply it also. And again, don't mush your lips together while you're applying it or lick your lips because that's going to affect the application. Now, you heard me say don't go back and forth with the application. You're going to see me on this lip maybe go back along my lip line. My lips are much more plumper and bigger than they used to be because I use our lip volumizer. I have been using our lip volumizer for over a year now, and I use it religiously. I use it morning, right when I get up in the morning, and I put it on while I'm getting ready. And then I use it every night before I go to bed. I use it morning and night every single day. And it's not a lip plumper, so it's not going to tangle on your lips, but it's a collagen builder for your lips. It builds your collagen over time. It's not an instant collagen builder, so I don't want people to think that this is going to build your lips instantly. So for us type 3s who want everything right away, it is a patience builder. It builds over time. And I am so pleased with the results. My husband's very pleased with the results too. So anyways, so just kind of remember that. If you want nice, plump, kissable lips, lip volumizer. So okay, so my lips are dry because I've been chatting with you guys. I probably won't talk much during the application because it gets challenging, and I'm going to make all sorts of funny faces. And if I'm not right in your line of view, I will come back after each application so that you can see what it looks like. I'm going to try and do it the best I can so that you can see me while I'm doing this. And again, I'm going to start with one coat of the Lilac Lacquer, and then I'll determine if I want to go with a second coat, a nice light coat, before I go in with Fire and Ice. And I may only apply one coat of Fire and Ice. We'll just kind of see how it looks. And then that's usually what I do, is I kind of just feel it out and see how it looks, and then I'll determine if I want to do another one. So let's go. I can tell already based on this Lilac Lacquer that they have the new sponges on these. So the new sponges are awesome. They make the product go on really nicely. These are the new sponges that are on the tips. Great. So you want to make sure that your tip is wet, but you don't want any clumps on it. If you have clumps, it's going to make the product go on thick, and then it's going to be longer to dry, and the longer it dries, you have more potential for it being thick and not going on well. But these sponges, because of these sponges, if you get product with these sponges, I'm going to say matte, it's going to go on well. So if you get the new product with the new sponges, a matte product would work well. But if you get an older tube that doesn't have this sponge, it's a little bit more challenging to go on. So here I go. I'm going to line. And I am, hold on a second. I am going to do a second coat because you can see it went on really thin. So I'm going to do a second coat because it is so thin. So in this case, I be able to put on 4 coats of product. So I'm going to do another coat. And I might touch up a little bit, so we'll see. But this product went on really good. I would recommend this color as a first-time user. It's good. So make sure it's not coated terribly. I'm gonna touch that again. Didn't really go well. Okay, you can see here, it didn't adhere to my lip. This may be not a color for me. Sometimes I'll have a color that does not want to bond to my lips, and this may be one of them. Bella doesn't want to either. I'm going to do it again. And I'm just going to touch up. You can see. Some colors just don't go on her. You'll run into that too. Oh well. Okay, so I'm going to do Fire and Ice. I'm going to touch that up. There. First I see it, it doesn't. With that, let it dry just a little bit. Fire and Ice has the older wand. It's a little fuzzy. If your wand feels like it's dragging, more hotter. And I'm going to do one more coat because it's too early. I'm going to line. I need a new Fire and Ice. Okay, one more Fire and Ice. Okay. Oh, hurl. So it's a little purple. It reminds me of Lexi Berry, I think, or Purple Rain. Not much different, I don't think, than I don't think it's much different than Purple Rain or Lexi Berry, maybe. I think it looks about the same. So, I don't know, not too bad. But I would say that this, for me, for a combo, would be a, because it takes too much time, and I have Lexi Berry that, well, I don't know, it's a little bit deeper than Lexi Berry, I guess. But Lexi Berry is closer to this, and for me, I would probably just put Lexi Berry on. But I don't think it turned out too bad. So anyways, that's the application of, this is actually ended up doing, I did 2 coats, full coats of Lilac Lacquer, but Lilac Lacquer is one of those that does not like me. You will find possibly some colors that don't bond well with your lips. I have a couple that don't, one being Bella. Bella does not coat well on my lip, and then there's another one which I think is Persimmon and Coco. Coco doesn't bond very well to my bottom lip either. So if you get a color that's like that, that doesn't bond to your lips, so let's say that you put it on and you notice that your bottom lip doesn't seem to take the color, let me know, because there are colors that will do that, and it's just something with the botanical, something your skin just doesn't take. So it does happen. So just let me know, and we will get you a different color. So if you find that a color just, I mean, if it's sticking to your upper lip and it's sticking to your other parts of your lip, that's telling you that it just doesn't, it's not bonding well to your other part. But not all colors just gonna do that. So anyways, I don't know. Now I got it on a little bit more. I like it. So anyways, that was a full application. If you have any questions, let me know. And the way, oops remover. I do have a little oops right here, and I'm going to fix that. I do not recommend that if you have an oops, my Q-tips are in there. If you have an oops, what I recommend is taking one of these pointed Q-tips after you've put your gloss on. Make sure you do your gloss first, because you don't want it to run. So take your oops. Don't use this tip of the wand, because it's so saturated that if you use the tip of your wand to do it, you are going to bleed right into your lip, and you're going to find a hole in it. So take the tip of a pointed tip Q-tip, sorry, not coupon, but take a pointy tip Q-tip and then dab it on the end of your tube, and then just clean up gently the area that you needed. Because if you use this one, it's going to saturate in, and you do not want a hole in your newly applied lips, and it will happen, and you'll have to reapply it. And then at the end of the day, if you want to avoid getting a tube of yucky sediment, take your tube, tip it upside down, and then tap it on your finger, and you're gonna get product on your finger. Make sure you don't have gloss on. Take your gloss off, put it on your lips, let it sit for about 60 seconds. The school called. They had a temporary lockdown at school for some suspicious activity. So anyways, so mush your lips together for about 30 seconds. They're going to get all gummy, and then take a cotton round or a tissue or something, wipe it off. If you still have product on your lip, do that one more time, and then after that you can take a warm washcloth and just wipe the rest off, and you should be good to go. This Oops remover is going to last you a very long time. I think I've had this, gosh, 8, 9, maybe 10 months or more. I don't even remember when I got this. It's been so long. So anyways, if you have any questions, put them in the comments below. Bye.